Hello, dear students. I am present among all of you from DAV College, Varanasi. Today we will discuss here on the topic India's contact with Rome and its impact. Roman trade with India started around the beginning of the Common Era, following the reign of Augustus and his conquest of Egypt. The use of monsoon winds, which enabled a voyage safer than a long and dangerous coastal voyage, helped enhance trade between India and Rome. Roman trade diaspora stopped in southern India, establishing trading settlement which remained long after the fall of Roman Empire. And Rome's loss of the Red Sea ports, which had previously been used to secure trade with India by the Greco-Roman world since the time of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Contact between the Greco-Roman Empire had been far more extensive. The previously thought Alexander the Great established contact with India by way of his Abartan invasion of India in the 4th century BCE, followed by the establishment of Indo-Greek dynasty in northwest India before Christ. Rome's trade route by sea to southwest India opened an exchange of goods and ideas that may have had far-reaching impact upon Judaism in Israel, Christianity, and the philosophical views of the Roman Empire. Roman merchants became aware of the teaching of Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism. The possibility that Jesus traveled to southern India by Roman merchant ship out of a Red Sea port is likely. The Apostle Thomas voyaged to India to start a Christian mission has sounder evidence to support it. India's impact upon Israel, Christianity, and the Greco-Roman Empire before, during, and after the time of Christ may have been extensive. The Seleucid and the Ptolemaic dynasty controlled trade network to India before the establishment of Roman Empire. The Seleucid dynasty controlled a development network of trade with India, which had previously existed under the influence of the Persian Achaemenid dynasty. The Greek Ptolemaic dynasty controlling the western and northern end of other trade routes to southern Arabic and India had begun to exploit trading opportunities with India prior to the Roman involvement, but according to the historian Strabo, the volume of commerce between India and Greek paled compared to later India-Roman trade. आप स्ट्रैबो का नाम जानते होंगे. मेगास्थनीज ने इंडिका लिखा है, साथ ही साथ स्ट्रैबो की भी अपनी एक इंडिका है जो मेगास्थनीज के इंडिका से बहुत सारी चीज़ें ली गई है. The Periplus of the Erythraean Sea mention a time when sea trade between India and Egypt occurred through indirect selling. The cargo under those situations shipped to Aden. Aden अरबियन सी के कोस्ट पर एक ऐसा पोर्ट है जिसको ज्योग्राफी की भाषा में या मैरीटाइम ट्रेड की भाषा में पोर्ट ऑफ कॉल कहा जाता है। वो शिप को, मर्चेंट शिप को अपनी तरफ आकर्षित करता है क्योंकि वो सी में लटका हुआ पोर्ट है, एक तरह से हैंग करता है सी में, तो इसलिए मर्चेंट शिप वहाँ पे जाना चाहते हैं, इसलिए उसे पोर्ट ऑफ कॉल कहा जाता है। Yudemun Arabia was called fortunate being once a city when because ship neither come from India to Egypt nor did those from Egypt dare to go further but only come and far as this place. It received the cargoes from both just as Alexandria receives goods brought from outside and from Egypt. The Ptolemaic dynasty had developed trade with India using the Red Sea ports. With the establishment of Roman Egypt, the Roman took over and further developed the already existing trade using those ports. Point of the Roman Empire. Roman Emperor Augustus Caesar found the Pudukkottai hounds British Museum. In the British Museum, the replacement of Greece by the Roman Empire as the administrator of Mediterranean basin led to the strengthening of direct maritime trade with the East and the elimination of the taxes extracted previously by the middlemen of various land-based trading routes. Strabo's mention of the vast increase in trade following the Roman annexation of Egypt indicates that he knew and manipulated for trade in his time. The monsoon season. The trade started by Exodus of sieges in 130 BC kept increasing, and according to Strabo, at any rate, when Gallus was prefect of Egypt, I accompanied him and ascended the Nile as far as Shine and the frontier of Ethiopia, and I learned that as many as 120 vessels were sailing from Myos, Hormuz to India, whereas formerly under the Ptolemaic only a very few ventured to undertake the voyage and to carry on traffic in India merchandise. By the time of Augustus, up to 120 ships set sail every year from Myos, Hormuz to India. Rome used too much gold for that trade, and so much gold for that trade, and apparently recycled by the Kushan for their own coinage, that Pliny complained about the drain of species to India. प्लिनी दुख व्यक्त करता है भारत में जो एक तरह का वेल्थ ड्रेन हो रहा है भारत की तरफ, इस पर प्लिनी दुख व्यक्त करता है। Ptolemaic dynasty exploited the strategic position of Alexandria to secure trade with India. The course of trade with the East then seems to have been first through the harbor of Arsinoe, the present-day Suez Canal, and Suez City. The goods from the East Africa trade landed at one of the three main Roman ports, Orsino, Bernice, or Myos Hormuz. The Romans cleared out the canal from the Nile to harbor center of Addison on the Red Sea, with which had silted up that represented one of the many efforts of Roman administration had to undertake to divert as much of the trade to the maritime routes as possible. The rising prominence of Myos Hormuz eventually overshadowed Ursino. The navigation to the northwest port, such as Ursino Seleshma, became difficult in comparison to Myos Hormuz due to the northern wind in the Gulf of Suez. Venturing to those northern ports presented additional difficulties such as swells, reefs, and treacherous currents. Myos Hormuz and Berenice appear to have been important ancient trading ports, possible used by the pharaonic trades of ancient Egypt and the Ptolemaic dynasty before falling into Roman control. The site of Berenice, since its discovery by Belzoni, has been quoted with the ruins near Rasbanus in southern Egypt. The precise location of Myos Hormuz has been disputed with the latitude and longitude given in Ptolemy's geography favoring Abu Sahar and the account given in classical literature and satellite image indicating the probable identification with Qasir al-Qadim at the end of fortified road from Captos on the Nile. The Qasir al-Qadim site has further been at the end of a fortified road from Captos on a Nile. The Qasir and Qadim site has further been associated with Myos Hormuz following the excavations at Al-Jarqa, halfway along the route, which have revealed Ostraka, leading to the conclusion that the port at the end of that road may have been Myos Hormuz. ये सारे पोर्ट्स रोमन पोर्ट्स हैं जिनसे भारत को व्यापार हो रहे हैं. इसमें इंडियन पोर्ट्स हैं जो इन इंडिया द पोर्ट्स ऑफ बारबरिकम मॉडर्न जो कराची है, बेरीगाजा, मुजरिस एंड अरिकामेडू on the southern tip of India acted as the main centers of that trade. The periplus of the Erythraean Sea described Greco-Roman merchants selling in Barbaricum thin clothing, figured linens, topaz, coral, storax, frankincense, vessels of glass, silver, and gold plates. And a little wine in exchange for costus, nard, lapis lazuli, sarik skins, cotton cloth, silk yarn, and indigo. In Berigaza, they would buy wheat, rice, sesame oil, cotton, and cloth. Berigaza trade with Berigaza under the control of Indo-Scythanic Western Kshatrap Nahapana, especially florists. There are important into this market town Berigaza wine, Italian preferred also, Laodicean and Arabian copper, tin and lead, coral and topaz, thin clothing, and inferior sorts of all kinds, bright colored, girdless, a cubit wide, storax, sweets, clover, flint glass, realgar, antimony, gold and silver coin, on which there is a profit when exchanged for the money of the country and ointment, but not very costly and not much. And for the king there are brought into those places very costly vessels of silver, singings, boys, beautiful maidens, for the harem, fine wines, thin clothing of the finest weaves and the etc. There are exported from this place spikenard, costus, ivory, azette, and carnelian, cotton cloth of all kinds, silk cloth, mallow cloth, yarn, long pimper, and such other things as are brought here from the various market towns. Those bound for this market town from Egypt make the voyage favorably about the month of July, that is Epiphi periplus of the Erythraean Sea, and Munziris was other port. If the wind called Hippalus happen to be blowing, it is possible to arrive in 40 days at the nearest market of India called Munziris. मुंजरिस एक ऐसा पोर्ट था जहाँ से मानसून हवाओं से आप बहुत जल्दी पहुँच सकते थे मुंजरिस पोर्ट पर. They however is not a particularly desirable place to disembark on account of the pirates which frequent its vicinity, where they occupy a place called Nitrius, nor in fact is it very rich a products. Besides, the road streets for shipping is a considerable distance from the shore, and the cargoes have to be conveyed in boats either for loading or discharging. Settlers from the Rome continued to live in India long after the decline in bilateral trade. Large haunts of Roman coins have been found